you, I can just send the recording to the Discord. Now, if it is the first time that you are participating to the live, you will see how it works. You can ask me questions anytime. Please, the questions that I answer are not, I don't answer when someone just tells me, please look at GPUSD or look at EURUSD. The rule is that you send the link of your chart, sorry, the link of your chart. I take a look at your chart and then I show you what I personally have. So don't feel shy, just know that even if you are a beginner, intermediate or advanced, no one is going to judge you. Just share your chart, I'll take a look and then show you what I have. Now, other than that, you can ask me questions anytime. And now I will go over what I have on my watch list and what trades I'm looking to enter today. So we will do both of these things. First of all, CAD-JPY from yesterday. Yesterday we had a really good trade from here, went to profit. It's your choice. Again, if you want to book partials, if you want to close full position, or if you want to hold. We rejected this demand area, went back to break even. And now personally, I'm looking for another trade from here. Now, this is again a good scenario. We have our break structure here to the downside. Okay, break structure to the downside. This break structure is caused by either this supply or this higher supply. We decided to go and mitigate the higher supply. We rejected it and we failed to create a new lower low right here. I still believe that we are overall bearish because of the 4-hour structure, which right here we had a break structure to the upside. Okay, so structure was bullish, and here we broke the previous low, which created this break structure. So I believe that we are actually turning bearish. Now, with that being said, there is, just like yesterday, there is a possible sell opportunity from here. We stop loss just above the zone right here and take profit. We can put it at this demand area or at new lows actually. Or actually, the second option is just like yesterday, that we actually will grab the liquidity of this high, okay? Go up here and have a confirmation pattern, okay, for trades to the downside. Now, why this happens? Sometimes the area is still valid. This supply area, we only mitigated the beginning of the area. We didn't mitigate the 50% of the area. Still possible that we actually continue to the upside, use this high as liquidity, give a confirmation entry right here and push to the downside. Now, personally, what I would recommend, again, these are not financial advices, but what I will do is I would enter a position from here if I have confirmation. And personally, I am seeing confirmation as we just broke to the downside, this area right here, okay? Just broke to the downside. Now, the only extra confirmation that I will need is actually seeing a break of this area. This is the last demand area. And right now we are sitting at this demand area. We could just reject it and create a new high, higher high. If we break it, it will be a good confirmation for me that we are actually turning bearish. Going back to the 1 hour, risky position from here, safer position if we actually grab the liquidity of this high and have a confirmation entry on lower time frames like 5 minutes or 3 minutes right here. These are the two possibilities on CAD-JPY. JPY long, let me see, someone sent a chart. Okay, let's see. JPY reaching key area, creating a break structure, then going lower and then giving you a possible entry. This is very good. Now, if you had a smaller stop loss, you would have hit stop loss. keep in mind that now that I'm better and that I don't have COVID anymore, officially from today, actually, I'm COVID free, and I'm feeling better finally. I will share the backtesting file very soon, showing you how to possibly avoid some of these situations and get involved in this entry. Don't forget about CAD news. Yeah. Thank you. Let's actually check. So CAD at 1:30 in about 2 hours. Perfect. Core CPI. Okay, perfect. There are some news on the CAD. They could move the market, of course. What I usually do is that I try to be at break-even by the time we have the news, or I just wait for the news and then get involved. Last week we took GBP/JPY trade. Please, can you go over that trade and how do we find entry confirmation on lower timeframes? For entry confirmation on lower timeframes, make sure to take a look at the course. But yeah, I will cover it. Here we have GBP/JPY. We had this breakout structure to the downside. Okay, right here. Breakout structure to the downside, and I used this high as liquidity. Please go and look at the setups types. I saw the price come into this area. In the 1 hour, you can see that this is one of our favorite setups. So we have previous high also right here. We had a very strong area right here. Went on lower time frames once we reached that area. And here we can see that we have a clear manipulation to the upside, and I'm just waiting for a confirmation. Confirmation comes here when we break the previous low. And this is a possible entry already, of course. Well, if you are able to get it perfectly good, I got it a little bit lower here. And that was my entry for GBP/JPY. Later during the week, we had another trade here, perfect. So my target was below this low, which was acting as liquidity. And below it, we had a demand, which was attracting price, as you can see, and that's what happened. So we were right here. We had a breakout structure, and we're just following structure, current direction, breakout structure to the downside, supply that created the breakout structure, going on lower time frames. Perfect. Some liquidity from the range right here, which needed to be grabbed. We actually grab it, reach supply. I was looking for a risky entry and a confirmation entry. Risky entry is just a sell limit from here and stop loss above the area. Confirmation entry on the 3 minutes. Right here. Here we change structure to the downside. We break the demand that creates the manipulation. Okay, we break it and then possible entry. Now, why did I enter here and I didn't catch it perfectly? Because I took this supply area as possible entry, entered right there with stop loss above the manipulation, and that was my trade. Okay, go and look at this at the entry types. Of course, I will add more videos, more examples, and also during the lives, you will see just more and more examples every day, every week, sorry. Now, I was going over some questions. USD/JPY chance to sell. First of all, you need to share your chart. Second of all, I don't trade USD/JPY. We have a chart. This is Gold. Okay, gold. I see you're trading with some trend lines. Honestly, I'm not really understanding why you're entering sales. I hope you're right, of course, for you. I'm happy if you make money, but I don't see any confirmation to actually enter here. I see a nice supply area, but this supply area didn't create a breakout structure to the downside. It's not my favorite setup. I want to start with course 2.0. Should I repeat course 1.0 before going to the second one? Well, if you remember the 1.0, just go to the 2.0. If you don't remember it, then you need to go over 1.0 and then go over 2.0. Okay, so before continuing answering your questions, I just want to show you more possible opportunities that we have today. There is NZD JPY right here, breakout structure to the downside, and supply area. Now, I don't like this supply area. I would like to enter sales from up here. Reason why is because this order block actually manipulates some areas, and also this high will be considered as liquidity. So I would like to see this price, knowing that I might miss the opportunity because we might just stop here and drop, but still, this is what I'm looking for. Euro USD, I'm looking for buys. We've been very bearish for some days, for 3 days actually. Now it's the 4th day. Usually we have the cycles are 3 days cycles, usually, not always, of course. And this might be finally a reversal for some bullishness. Also, let's put the weekend day separator, and we might also have the low of the week on Tuesday, yesterday. This could be the low of the week. For this reason, now I'm looking for buys, and I'm looking for buys at a discounted area. So down here, actually, from this demand. Okay. Let me actually move the alert right there. Perfect. Will this be recorded? Yes, it will be recorded. Euro AUD, let's see. Euro AUD looks bearish overall, and I will just look for sells from a supply area on this move to the downside, basically. Can we go over market structure on a chart and explain how you choose the higher high, higher low? We can do that. KJPY, for example. So, of course, you need to watch the course. You need to know that there is the major structure and minor structure. And for major structure, I use the 4 hours. And here you can just see current structure is, let me put another color, maybe red. Okay, so we have the high, we have the low, we have a higher high, we have a higher low compared to the previous low, we have a higher high again, we have a higher low again right here, higher high again right here. And these are all buy opportunities. We have a higher high, we look to trade from demand. We have a higher high, we look to trade from demand. We have a higher high, we look to trade from demand. Here we either hit a stop loss or hit nothing because maybe we don't have any confirmation. But anyway, here we have a lower low compared to the previous low. Therefore, we are looking for sells, expecting a reversal price. Okay. Can you please give us information about news? What is the most important news? When is it a bad day to trade? Most important news that you should avoid are NFP, the first Friday of every month. I recommend to not trade during those. And for the remaining, you should just pay attention to CPI and what is the other one? Interest rates. But when I say pay attention to, I just mean that maybe you're not trading 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after that news. That's it. Why you always look for market structure in the 4 hours time frame? Why not another time frame? Because my strategy works this way, and I use the 4 hours and 1 hour time frames as my reference, and then I trade accordingly. You need a time frame of reference, and then do multi-time frame analysis from there. My choice is 4 hours and 1 hour because it works well for me. What is this? JPUSD from supply. Honestly, I was pretty bullish on JPUSD now. We had some sell opportunities during the week right here, selling opportunities, selling opportunities, selling opportunities, and then we just reached demand. And I actually wanted to look for buys from this demand or this demand lower. So no, I don't agree. Doesn't mean that I'm right and you're wrong. Just means that I prefer looking for buys on JPUSD. JPUSD again looking for sells. Could be right. The minor market structure is bearish. So this market structure right here in the 1 hour is bearish. Overall market structure is pretty bullish with this breakout structure right here and demand that created the breakout structure. I would say 4 hours pretty bullish, 1 hour is very bearish. We can continue with the 1 hour structure and continue to the downside, but we have no confirmation that that's happening yet. You could have looked for sells along the way right here. Now I wouldn't look for sells anymore. Can we look for sells JPUSD from here? I already responded. How you know it's a lower low on CAD JPY? It is a lower low. This low is lower than the previous one, as you can see. It just went lower than the previous low. It didn't break. What do you mean it didn't break? Oh, because you're looking at a candle breaking below. No, for me, this is enough. If we don't hold the previous low, this is already for me a change of direction. All right. If you can check my entry, it will be awesome. This is Euro USD. I like the trade idea. As I was saying, I'm looking for buys from down here from this demand. If we reach it, maybe we don't reach it, but according to my plan, I'm only looking for buys from here. I'll show you on the 1 hour. Okay, perfect. This is what I'm looking for. Pull back to demand and then looking for buys from here to the upside. Let's see if I see any other opportunity. NZD CAD to the downside. This was a possible trade. This is actually a stop loss that I took a few days ago. Continue to the downside, possible selling opportunities. Demand fails, looking for supply. Okay, I didn't take it though. It's just to show you. GP CAD, nothing. GP JPY, I'm not interested right now. Since we are in between possible buy opportunity and still sell market structure in the 1 hour. Euro AUD reaching this demand, but I'm not really interested for now. I will check later if we have a very good opportunity from here. EuroCAD missed this opportunity from up here. As you can see, we didn't reach my alert. Could have been a nice trade, but anyway. GBP/CHF not interested, and AUD/USD. It's a good area and could have had a good opportunity, but I'm more interested into GBP/USD and EUR/USD. Can you see if my entry confirmation was good analysis on GBP/USD? Of course I can. Okay, so we have GBP/USD breaking structure to the upside, failing these areas, these supply areas. That's really good. That's the best confirmation. Coming back to demand, possible entry right here. This is perfect. This would have been the perfect entry with stop loss just below the previous lows, the protected lows. This is very good, actually. Why is CAD/JPY struggling to go down? Because this is what the market does. And it doesn't mean that we will go down. Maybe we'll just go up. We trade the market according to our strategy and according to what works the majority of the times, but it doesn't work all the times. Will you send EUR/USD? Yes, I will send EUR/USD. I will send it now, actually, or later, once we are done with the live. All right, we are holding the demand right here. Anyway, I will answer the last few questions and then I will go back to the Discord and start sending EUR/USD and the charts that I have on my watch list. So make sure to ask them now, and later I will upload the recording of this live. Puoi guardare le due entry? Can you send the link again, please? Have you ever done a funded challenge? What do you think about it? Yes, I did FTMO 1 month ago, or 1 month ago or 2 months ago. When was it? FTMO 1 month ago. Yeah, I did FTMO 1 month ago, and I passed the 40K challenge, and now I'm planning to do more. I've always traded with my capital, but of course, funding companies are a good opportunity to get more capital, and this is what I'm doing now. I passed my first challenge. It was actually the first one that I was trying last month, and now I just want to do more. When will you upload this video? This video will be uploaded today already. So we have two charts. This is Euro JPY sell. This was very good. Market structure over a bearish to the downside. We have this market structure. We have this supply area, which is a very good supply area that manipulates. And this will be explained in the backtesting file. And as I said already, now that I'm feeling better and that I don't have COVID anymore, I will work on sharing with you the backtesting file. We have the other chart, which is USD/CHF. USD/CHF is not a pair that I really like, but of course, this trade goes according to the plan. This is a bullish structure with a demand area. And if you find entry confirmation down here, this is very good. What do the three lines, green, red, and yellow mean? Please just look at the course. It's explained. It's an indicator. is not to trade, is just to tell us in which session we're trading. Basically, yellow is London session, green is New York session, and the last one is the closing of London session. Just thank you for the live and everything. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm looking at the last chart and then we are done with this live. This is USD CAD. Considering this as liquidity and looking for sales from here, I would personally look for sales if we break this low right here. Personally, this is what I would like to see to actually consider this this setup, but that's just me, my preference. What is New York and London session? It's just sessions of the market. It's just trading times. You can find this in internet anywhere. Just Google trading sessions and you will find it. Do you choose the point of interest even if there is no imbalance? Yes, imbalance is not needed. Liquidity is much more important for me. Okay, perfect. Thank you for connecting. Now, this is all for this live. I hope you liked it. As you know, we do it every single week. So if you didn't get to ask a question this time, you will get to ask questions next time. And that's it. Thank you.